Hey, what's going on YouTube? This is Nava Trades back with another video. In this video, I will be going over last week's trading session. I ended up in profit with a pretty big amount, as well as this being my official second week trading Patrick Wieland's concepts. Let's take a look to see where I ended. I believe it was a little over $600 for the week. Let's see. Yep. So for my second official week, I ended 618 in profit, bringing me that much closer to finally being funded once again. I believe I have passed the 50% mark. I should have been higher, but as you can see, that Tuesday really kicked my butt. This was the day that I decided that minis was probably not a good idea trading a new strategy. Um, in minis, it doesn't take much to really be in some bad drawdown. And given that I had just started, this strategy, it wasn't a very good idea for me to, basically go full force. It didn't take very long for me to hit my max daily loss of $400. And so I quickly realized that that just simply wasn't going to work for me as of now. I went back to micros, and as you can see, it speaks for itself. I did much, much better. So therefore, with that being said, I will not be doing minis for a while until I really feel comfortable with the strategy. But nonetheless, I am very, very happy with how the week ended. I saw that I had made a mistake, but I immediately corrected it, and that's what this is all about: is seeing what's going on, especially if it's affecting you, and then adjusting and going from there. But again, this was with Patrick Wieland's concepts. This is my second official week using his concepts, and I feel so much more comfortable already, even much more than before. The biggest thing that he preaches also in his course is, to be patient. And honestly, being patient and waiting for those pullbacks, as he mentions, the market moves in waves. He always tells you you have to believe this, and honestly, you really do, because that's exactly how it is. It was a little hard for me to be even more patient than I usually am, but the pullbacks and coming back for better entries really does happen. You just, as he has said, have to be patient. Um, and so, with that being said, I'm still studying the concepts, and super happy with the progress in this short amount of time. He just simply does a very good job of explaining things and making you feel a lot more comfortable. And I think that is the biggest thing, is the confidence that he instills. And because it's so much easier to understand, you truly do feel like you're actually, I don't want to say second guessing, or basically throwing in a play, hitting that buy button and hoping that it works. I genuinely feel like I'm on the right side of the market most of the time. And as you can see, I'm obviously not funded yet, but if I continue this way, it won't be long from now, especially after letting go of minis for the time being. As I have mentioned before, my goal is to be funded by the end of October. Uh, as of right now, it's a toss-up. I am not going to force it if I don't end up funded, but I will tell you, it's very likely that I will. As you can see here, even on my copy account, my second combine, the target for these combines is 53,000, and I am more than halfway there on both of them, so it is very likely. But enough of that. Let's take a look and see how next week news looks like. Let's see. Oh, FOMC. I really don't like FOMC. It makes price very choppy and very unpredictable. And it looks like for Monday, that's all we have. I may not trade tomorrow due to that. Let's see here. Looks like there's more FOMC. Oh, that's not very good. More FOMC following Wednesday. Not until Thursday. Wow, and even then. More FOMC. I guess it's FOMC week. I will have to be more cautious coming into this week. The last thing I want to do is give my money back to the market and, take steps back when I obviously see that a lot of FOMC is happening next week. I'll have to think on that and see what I decide to do. Another thing that I've realized with this strategy, as the name states, it's momentum trading. Due to my full-time job, I had been trading very early in the morning, which is 6 a.m. Central Time. I've realized very quickly that during that time, price action is very choppy, and that is just because simply the number of people who are trading during that time is not very high. With that being said, I have also implemented for me to start trading around 7:30 Central Time. That's 8:30 Eastern Time. And that's close enough to where people are actually in the game and moving price a lot more substantial than that earlier time frame. And that gives me at least an hour or so before I have to go to work. And I have actually been finding time to trade on the mobile version at work. And so I do trade throughout the day. And this strategy concepts makes it fairly simple for you to also be able to trade on your phone. It's very mobile friendly. And so it gives me more time. I don't feel as pressured to try to finish my session as quickly as possible. But I will wrap it up. If you guys have any questions, comments, or concerns, please don't hesitate to leave them in the comments below. And as always, if you do enjoy my content, please subscribe. I will always be fully transparent with you guys, and I hope to finally take my first payout soon.